So we're looking at day 2 here with 5.2. Yesterday was all of our unit conversions with like linear measure, like feet to inches, inches to yards, all that good stuff. And now today we take a look at these things called compound units. What does compound mean in English? What's that? Two things put together. That's an excellent way of putting it. It means you got more than one. Yep. So compound units involve the product or the quotient of two or more simpler units. Number of examples that we can look at here. Number 1, miles per hour, probably our most common one. It is the comparison of two units. How many miles did we go per 1 hour or 5 hours or whatever? Okay. Another one could be feet per second. PSI. Did you ever wonder what that stood for?
Pressure per square inch.
Close.
Pounds
per square inch. Yep, that's what that stands for. So if you test the air in your tires, that's what that stands for.
Pressure per square inch on the pickup.
Just on the frame.
Let's keep going. Revolutions per minute. Revolutions is the number of full turns, right? The wheel makes one full turn. How many turns do we have per minute? Cents per pound. A lot of your meat and other things. Produce is cents per pound. Did anybody buy groceries or figuring that out when they go to Walmart? Self-checkout. If you buy like bananas, you got to scan the barcode first, then it asks you, hey, place the produce on the scale. Well, the scale is taking the pounds, and then it's calculating, okay, if it's 70 cents per pound, it's multiplying it, and that's how you get your total amount.
Way better
Okay.
pull the peels off then.
Miles per gallon? No. I think I can spend the extra 15 cents. Miles per gallon. Okay, we do that one all the time. How far do we go per 1 gallon? So again, these are compound units, the comparison of two units. Can't emphasize that enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at these area units ones. 1 square foot. So again, we're looking at area today, no longer just a distance or a linear amount. 1 square foot, 144 square inches. Oh boy, where did that come from?
No clue.
So if we look at a square, yep. 1 foot by 1 foot means it's 12 inches by 12 inches. 12 times 12 does get you that 144. So yeah, you are basically taking what was your original conversion number, like 12, and now you got to multiply by itself, because with any area, square, length times width, side times side, got to take it times itself. 1 square yard is equivalent to 9 square feet. Again, we can make the argument, if it's 1 by 1 yard, that's 3 by 3 feet. 3 times 3 gets you 9 square feet. 1 square rod, you know, we don't deal with rods a lot, but if they ask you that in the homework, 30.25 square yards. Acres. Okay.
I love acres.
Yep, acres. When we start talking about, yep, they are expensive nowadays. 160 square rods, 4,840 square rods, 4,840 square yards, and 43,560 square feet. I probably should have had you go through and actually calculate all of these, but you're welcome. Again,
Well, we appreciate it.
you're welcome, you bet. 1 square mile, that's equal to 640 acres. Did you guys know that?
I did not. Well, actually, I mean, I did, but I didn't. Registered.
What's like 1/4 of ground then?
160.
Because?
That's 4 of those around 40.
Mm-hmm. Divided by 4. There you go. Okay. Yep. What?
What's the section?
640 acres then. Right?
What was half a mile? What's half of that? I thought like a half a mile.
A half a section? So 2/4?
Section is a whole section.
No, I was thinking a half section.
Let's go ahead and move on. So it's the same system, guys. Find the match between the two units, and then see if you can set that up. Let's do the first one together. 4,800 acres. Let's put that over 1. I am going to go ahead and label it. Where's our acres label going to go now? The bottom. We want it to cancel. And what do I want to get it into? Square miles. So square miles to acres. Yep, that was that very last one right there. 1 square mile is equivalent to 640 acres. Acres cancel, left with your square miles, 7.5. On your own, go ahead and see if you can do the last two, or the next two.
When's blackout?
Halloween. Football players, I don't know.
Didn't we get black like shirts earlier?
Blackout.
I thought we did like black like jerseys earlier.
We don't cover black jerseys yet.
Black jerseys started coming.
No, we didn't.
Not this year, but last year. Like the company not producing
I heard a guy from Florida Valley as well.
2.5 square yards. Again, square yards need to go down below. How many square inches in a square yard?
1,296.
There it is right there. Okay, that matches up with your 1 square yard. So yep, it's all of that. Seems like a big number, but it is what it is. 3,240 when you multiply those two together. Again, your yards cancel, leaving you with your square inches. Last one, 1,210 yards squared. We want to go to acres. Do we have that conversion here?
We don't.
I bet we do. 1 acre, there it is. We got square rods, we got square yards, and square feet. There's our square yards. 4,840. So 1 acre. Now the 4,840 goes down below, and this is why it's important. You're not always just going to multiply by the amount. Sometimes you're going to divide by that amount, like you did here with the 640. So your labels, guys, are crucial. Please write your labels so you give yourself the best chance possible. That reduces down to 0.25. Are we okay with this setup? Like the label that's up here then goes down here. So let's go ahead and move on. That was a lot of area. Last one we need to talk about is volume. 1 cubic foot is going to be equal to 1,728. Let's talk about where that number comes from, and then we'll kind of move on from it. You can make this bigger if you want to. But volume means we do have some depth now. Instead of the square, now we're looking at the cube. How many inches in a foot? Well, 12. Everybody type this in for me, please. You got your calculators? Trying to find the volume of this thing. It's length times width times height. 12 times 12 times 12. Yes. And that's where that number comes from. 1 cubic yard, 3 by 3 by 3 will get you 27 cubic feet. And then 46,656 cubic inches. Alright, kind of shifting gears here. Gallons. Okay, that's gonna be equal to 231 cubic inches. Or we could say 1 cubic foot is equal to 7.48 gallons. 1 bushel, 2,150 cubic inches. 1 fluid ounce is 1.8 cubic inches. And 1 pint is 28.875 cubic inches. That's the liquid measure. Keep those next to you. Let's go ahead and look at example number 12. I'll do the first one with you again. Start with your given and put it over 1. The top, if we're getting out of that unit, needs to go down below. And we want to end with cubic yards. Cubic feet to cubic yards. 27.
Yes, sir.
27 go on top or bottom? Does go on the bottom. 1 cubic yard is equal to 27 cubic feet. One more time. Cancel, cancel. We're in the label that we want. 3.5. On your own, go ahead and do the next two. 12 gallons to cubic inches. Right in the middle of your volume units, 1 gallon is equal to 231. 231 cubic inches for every 1 gallon. Multiply those two together. 2,777.
72, not 77.
Yep, you're right. 2,772. Last one, cubic inches to bushels. I think we have that one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We do. Cubic inches, obviously. 10,000 over that 2,000.
Just 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna write 4.88. Just under 5 bushel.
I put 4.9, is that alright?
Yep. Let's look at a few word problems and call it good. Well, I guess just one today. Barley has a density of 38.4 pounds per cubic foot. 1 bushel of barley weighs 48 pounds. How many bushels of barley are contained in 3.25 cubic yards? Let's start with our given information here. 38.4 pounds per cubic foot. What we want to get into, guys, is bushels. Okay, if we can get the bushels instead of pounds, that would be great. So, bushels over pounds. 1 bushel is equal to that 48 pounds. .4 over 48 gets us what? 0.8 bushels per cubic foot. So we've got this number to work off of. That's good. What are they comparing it to? Is it cubic feet or cubic yards? This is 3.25 cubic yards. So step number 2 now, we need to take this 0.8 bushels per cubic foot. And now we need to get to cubic yards. Okay. My feet cubed label needs to go where? Top. So basically, guys, we're getting out of feet and getting into yards. How many cubic foot are in a cubic yard? 27. 27. What's our label here?
Cubic yards.
Bushels per cubic yard. We all know that the per sound is the fraction bar, right?
Yeah.
Lastly, how many of these do we got? 3.25 cubic yards. So 21.6 times 3.25. Let's go ahead and we're gonna finish this page. I know I told you that was it, but let's finish this one today, and then on Monday we can just talk about board feet. Because time units, you know, honestly, I think these can be a little bit easier. $60 in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. I think we're all comfortable with those. So here we go. Actually, no, we're gonna save this for Monday. Never mind.